I thought we were physical on defense. I think that's where we lacked in the first half. I think the first half we had moments where we're up 10, we're up 8, we're up 12.
The drama surrounding Caitlin Clark has taken a shocking new turn. And this time, it's not about missed foul calls or another on-court cheap shot. No, this time the controversy has gone global literally. According to reports, Clark received a massive offer from the EuroLeague to take her talents overseas. It's a deal that could have significantly advanced her career both financially and competitively. But before she could even consider packing her bags, the WNBA slammed the brakes. The league allegedly warned her, accept the European deal and you'll face a suspension. In short, the WNBA gave her an ultimatum: stay in our league under our control or get blacklisted. And just like that, a new storm was born. This isn't just about one offer. This is about the lengths a league will go to in order to keep its most valuable asset shackled under a rookie contract that pays a fraction of her worth. Caitlin Clark is not just any player. She's not a role player, not a sixth woman, not a promising prospect. She's the face of the WNBA. She's not a role player, not a sixth woman, not a promising prospect. She's the face of the WNBA, the ratings machine. The reason many people, for the first time in years, are ever tuned in to watch women's basketball. The WNBA knows it. That's why they're panicking.
That's why.
This threat to suspend her isn't just a policy move, it's a terrified power play. Think about the context here. Clark is locked into a 4-year rookie contract with the Indiana Fever. The league structure mandates that she'll remain under that contract, earning what amounts to less than $80,000 a year in base salary, less than many Division I assistant coaches, less than most corporate middle managers, and far less than what she's worth in both market value and cultural influence.
Josh Hart should have flamed her. He should have sent her into the abyss. 11-0. Let's be honest.
The full rookie deal is reportedly around $300,000 across 4 years, which is stunningly low when you consider the millions in jersey sales, ticket revenue, broadcast rights, and viral social media impressions her presence generates. And now, when a European league sees that value and offers her a life-changing deal, the WNBA's reaction isn't to raise her salary, protect her, or support her career. Their reaction is to threaten her. Let that sink in. Players like Lisa Smith and Kelsey Mitchell have already accepted deals overseas, moving to places like China to escape the WNBA's financial and operational limits. But when Clark tries to explore the same route, she's told no. Why? Because she's too valuable. Because her absence would destroy the illusion that the WNBA is thriving organically, when in truth, much of its recent success is directly tied to Clark's stardom. The league is treating her like a commodity.
So we need to be completely honest about A'ja Wilson here, because these are some of the dumbest, conversations ever in sport.
1. They refuse to adequately compensate but won't allow to leave. And if that sounds exploitative, it's because it is. What's worse is that this comes after a season filled with disrespect, mistreatment, and negligence toward Clark's health, safety, and legacy. Wasn't enough that referees routinely turned a blind eye to flagrant fouls against her. It wasn't enough that she had to endure a campaign of cheap shots, off-ball hits, and one of the most obvious black eyes in recent WNBA history, thanks to a brutal elbow from Delusional. Carrington Ann incident the league never properly addressed. Now, the same organization that stood by while its most popular player was assaulted is trying to shackle her with threats. Clark's options, as things stand, are shockingly limited. Despite being arguably the most valuable figure in women's basketball today, she's being forced to play under outdated financial models and strict league rules that stifle her freedom and diminish her earning power.
The Indiana Fever beat the Dallas Wings 102-83. This was a highly anticipated game because it was going to be the first time that
The EuroLeague, by contrast, represents a world of opportunity, better pay, high-level competition, the chance to live and play abroad while controlling her own destiny. Why wouldn't she consider it? Of course she would. Anyone in her shoes would. And the fact that the WNBA's reaction is to clamp down with threats of suspension tells you everything. You need to know about their priorities. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star. She's a phenom. She's brought more eyeballs to the WNBA than anyone in a generation. TV ratings during her games have spiked to levels never seen before. Her name trends daily, her highlights dominate every platform, and fans new and old have built a connection with her that transcends the court. She's not just a player, she's a brand, a movement, a symbol of what women's sports can be. And yet her reward is silence when she's hit. Suspension threats when she wants to grow, petty award snubs when she's clearly earned the accolades. Need more proof? Just look at the unanimous Rookie of the Year voting. Clark, who led the league in assists, averaged nearly 20 points per game and did it all while being blitzed.
Your tagline in that was "You can't win, so win." One of the best explanations I can come up with is that you are wringing your hands and afraid to enter into this politically divisive,
targeted and fouled every single night. Somehow didn't receive every vote. One voter chose Angel Reese instead. One vote. And that one vote robbed Clark of a historic honor, a title that she, indisputably, earned with every bruised rib, every black eye, every clutch performance, and every no-call she endured. It was a petty, almost vengeful moment that revealed just how deep the politics run within the WNBA community. And still, she showed grace. No complaints, no outbursts, just focus, just resilience, just golf. Yes, after all this noise, after being dragged through the playoff mud, after being told she can't explore overseas options, Caitlin Clark took a break. She played a round of golf with Lexi Hull, and she smiled. Not because things were fine, but because sometimes grace speaks louder than rage. It's no coincidence that the WNBA's tone shifted only after viewership numbers dropped following Clark's playoff exit. Suddenly, the league realized just how much of their newfound momentum depended on her. Fans didn't tune in to watch Chicago. They didn't tune in for matchups between teams that lacked a storyline. They tuned in for Caitlin Clark. They tuned in for drama, passion, underdog moments, and highlight reel plays. And when Clark's team was eliminated,
I do think that she's a bit delusional here, and also like maybe the slightest bit disrespectful, because I don't know.
a sizable portion of the audience vanished with her. That's why the league is panicking now. That's why this European offer triggered such a drastic response. They don't want to lose her, but they've done almost nothing to keep her. They didn't protect her from reckless physicality. They didn't give her the calls she deserved. They didn't shield her from targeted harassment. They didn't reward her excellence. But now that another league is willing to give her what she's earned, they're suddenly concerned? No, this isn't about loyalty. It's about control. The truth is, Caitlin Clark's value extends far beyond the court. She is a cultural force, the kind of athlete that transcends generations. She's a once-in-a-lifetime player who could have changed the league's entire trajectory if the league had known how to handle her. And now, they risk losing her completely, not just because of Europe's offer, but because of their own mishandling, because of their own refusal to evolve. Fans aren't blind, they see the favoritism, they see the double standards. They see Clark getting elbowed in the face and getting blamed for it. They see the pettiness in award voting. They see a league failing to protect its most valuable asset while pretending to celebrate her. You can't have it both ways. You can't plaster her face across marketing campaigns and then stand idle when she's body-checked under the rim. You can't use her for headlines and jersey sales and then punish her for seeking better opportunities. You can't tell fans she's the future and then deny her the ability to control that future. The WNBA needs to wake up, because this isn't just a warning shot, it's an alarm bell. If Clark decides to take the leap,
the media and pundits who are race baiting and doing all kinds of ridiculous things around women's basketball.
If she says yes to Europe, if she walks away, the league will only have itself to blame. And that loss won't just be ratings or jersey sales. It'll be trust. Trust from players. Trust from fans. Trust from future stars who are watching how this league treats its biggest name, Caitlin. Clark is still only 22 years old. She has more basketball ahead of her than behind her. She's just getting started, but how long she chooses to stay in. The WNBA depends entirely on how the league treats her from here on out. Threats won't work. Petty punishments won't work. What will work is respect, fair pay,